Hey everybody, Mark Arnstein, Remax Hallmark, and of course, livingnorthtoronto.com. This is vlog number 98. Happy New Year. And today we're talking about two things. One, the foreign buyers tax, and two, the vacant property tax. So as you all know, as of January 1st, 2023, the government in their infinite wisdom decided to introduce this lovely thing called the foreign buyers tax. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, it means if you're not a Canadian resident, a person who has applied for permanent resident status, or is going to school in Canada, or has a work visa for Canada, or is actually married or common law with someone in Canada, you can't buy a house. However, you can potentially buy anything that's multi-residential. You could potentially buy something, I believe, in like resort-orientated areas, but those are the basic restrictions. The question I have is this gonna have any impact on the overall market for the province of Ontario, for any province for that matter in Canada? And I think the answer is unequivocally no. It is a bit of a smoke and mirror style thing what the government's trying to do, because if you actually look at the stats and you go back even in around say 2020, and I think this is a stat came out of BC, it was about 1.3% of the buying population was foreign buyers, 1.3%. So it's basically next to nothing. So by banning foreign buyers, what impact is that actually gonna have? So like I said, I don't think the impact is gonna be anything at all, because they're just such a small minority amount of people that are foreign buyers that are coming in and buying real estate. Really, the market is basically driven by a local market of people who are living here, working here, that wanna buy and sell real estate. Now, the other thing that makes absolutely no sense to this whole thing in the first place is the fact that now the government has made a mandate that they're trying to bring in 500,000 immigrants into the country over the next 2 years, half of which are probably gonna end up somewhere in the GTA, and the other half are gonna end up in probably Vancouver out in BC. So if those people are coming in to live in Canada and they can't buy property in the next few years, well, what's gonna happen to the rental market? Because that's gonna absolutely just explode, and it's gonna put even more pressure on what already is an absolutely crazy rental market, especially in the city of Toronto. So the other thing that you might have gotten in the mail in the last month is this little lovely yellow notice here from the city of Toronto, which is their vacancy home declaration tax form. So what it means that basically what the city's trying to do is want to know who is living in their houses and who is not living in their houses. And there are some deadlines that you need to know, because you have to have this form submitted by February 2nd of this year. If you don't submit by February 2nd, you can face up to a $250 fine. And the other part of the equation on that is if you don't submit your declaration, you can face up to 1% of your 2022 assessed value as a fine for our increase in property taxes for not submitting the form. The funny thing about this is they sent these out in December and the website was not even working at that point, but it is now working. I checked it, it's all up and running. So just remember, fill out your little yellow notice, go onto the website, and make sure that you say you are living in your house to avoid any issues. That is all I have for today. Again, Happy New Year to everybody. May your 2023 be an absolutely phenomenal year. Stay tuned for more to come soon. Otherwise, take care, and we'll talk to you later, everyone. Bye-bye.